Hey, Steve here, and I was screwing around with my acoustic today, and I came up with a little exercise that I thought would be really helpful for you. If you have a problem with alternate picking to some degree, especially when you're changing strings, and especially when you have to start with an up strum, which tends to really screw people up. So I was sitting here and I was screwing around, and I thought this might be kind of cool to show you. So what I'm going to do here is you can pick anywhere on your fretboard. I'm just going to be at the 7th fret. I'm going to start off by playing pentatonic here. I'm going to play 7, 9, 7, 10. Now, let's say you were practicing your picking, and again, we're not really worried at this point how fast you can do it, although that certainly could be a next level. But the first thing is just getting used to thinking about going down, up, down, up. Right, and developing that, because that's primarily what you're going to be using when you're trying to play these sorts of things faster, right? If you're playing something slow, then it probably wouldn't really make any difference. But if you're trying to develop some speed, you'd probably do an alternate picking thing, down, up, down, up. Now, here's what I want you to think about, though. If you've never done this before, what you can do with that same exact thing is, instead of starting with a down pick, start with an up pick. And try and kind of get that comfortable for yourself if you've never done that before. Now again, it's not a big deal, but it feels really different, and it seems different in your head. So it's worth doing that. Now, that would be step one, is just taking a simple pentatonic style pattern. Doesn't matter what key you're in, it doesn't matter what position you're playing in, you're just doing 2 notes on each string, really, okay? So the next thing I thought about was, okay, so let's take that same idea, but let's move it into the diatonic world, where we're going to play 2 notes on a string and then 3 notes on another string, which means we've got a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 notes. So now I'm playing 7, 9, 7, 8, 10. Now, if I think about how I'm picking this, I'd be going down, up, down, which means when I start all over, it's automatically going to be on an up strum. So by adding just that one more note and making it into a 5-note sequence, you can practice playing starting with a down and then practice playing starting with an up. And just practice that over and over and over, which is kind of cool. So you've got a 4-note sequence that you could start with a down and repeat over and over and over, or start it with an up and repeat it over and over and over. Or you can convert it into this 5-note sequence and make it something more interesting as well. Because it's got 5 notes, you're going to start with a down the first time, and the second time is going to automatically be an upstroke. So I just thought this might be kind of a fun thing for you to do, just to practice. And again, you don't have to do it in this position. You don't have to do it on these strings. But it's just a really nice way to kind of shake up your normal practice routine.